What's up, winners? It's Christine from checkeredflag.com and the Checkered blog. This is my very first self-film web video. As you can tell, I'm in my car. We are headed down the road to Checkered Flag Porsche because I thought, what better way to start off this new era of blogging with the video than to go down and film our brand new Porsche Panamera, the brand new sedan from Porsche that everyone is excited about. It's a Porsche, it's a sedan. Let's check it out. I've got Ed Klima waiting. He's the sales manager there, and he's going to tell us all about it and find out why it's so very awesome. Let's go. Okay, I'm here at Checkered Flag Porsche with Ed Klima. He was a little busy for a minute, but we got him away from the customers for just a second to give us a quick walk around on the new Porsche Panamera. Here we go. Hi, Ed.
Hello, how are you?
Super.
All right, want to introduce you to the all-new 2010 Porsche Panamera S. The Porsche Panamera is the new Gran Turismo touring sedan from the Porsche lineup. It is a true four-seater, four-door sports car. Pretty much unlike any other car that's out there on the market today. If you get a good look at the car from the style and design of it, you can tell it is a pure Porsche. Through the bulging front fenders, the contour through the back, and the very typical Porsche hips. As you continue to do walk around on the auto, you see the massive monoblock front calipers, 6-piston calipers in the front, 4-piston calipers in the rear, everything that you'd expect from a pure Porsche. As you continue to do the walk around towards the side and the front, you see how big the car is. Truly one of the largest Porsches that they've ever produced. This car will handle like no other and perform like no other. Very detailed interior, fit and finish, the appointments. Very typical. Those that are familiar with Porsche will recognize the 5 gauge cluster that's stereotypical to the Porsche lineup. Along with that, there's a lot of brand similarities in the vehicle, but what is new and really improved from the Porsche lineup is the level of trim on the interior of the car. No longer is it just a sports car, but it's a sports car with a true grand touring type of interior trim. A very high appointment on the wood, the aluminum door fins, the door seals, the door steps, the seats. From an equipment standpoint, there's every amenity you could think of, but in the rear of the automobile, you have massive space. All right, Christine begged me to take her for a quick ride, so here we go. We'll go for a quick ride in the new Panamera S so you can get to experience it for yourselves.
Yay, Ed!
One of the first things I want to do is make sure we all get buckled up so we don't have to listen to the chime and we're completely safe. Adjust the seat accordingly.
It's hard to put your seatbelt on while holding camera. I just want everybody to know that.
It's easier if you have somebody else holding it, so.
Alright guys, we're buckled in, safety first. Let's see what this car can do.
Now a couple of things I want to point out that we're going to touch down here in the instrumentation.
Sorry.
That's awesome. A couple of things we're going to point out here. We've turned on the sports exhaust. Along with that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn on the sport mode. There's 3 different modes that you can drive the vehicle in. There's the sport, the standard mode, the sport mode, and the sport plus. These are for different performance settings of both the suspension and the gearbox and the way in which the electronic management of the engine is controlled. What does that mean to you? It's different levels in which the vehicle is going to perform. So we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to go in the middle of the road performance standpoint and get to experience a little bit of the Porsche Panamera.
All right guys, here we go. We're not even on the highway yet and I'm afraid.
Right, and 100 yards onto Winhaven Road North. Now turn right.
Stupid stop signs, ruining our fun.
Had to turn off the navigation too. That was set to take us to the wrong place, but I think I know where we're going.
I'm pretty sure it was set to take us to Pollard's Chicken, which is never the wrong place.
I think that can never be the wrong place, can it? Unless you're a chicken. As you hear the gears shift, they're instantaneous to the pressing of the button. And that's definitely something that's really neat about the gearbox. But what do you think, Christine? Pretty smooth car on the road?
Pretty quick.
Feel the railroad tracks.
What railroad tracks?
Exactly. And I've just changed the setting on the suspension, I don't know if you've noticed, the ride is just smoothed out. Yes, you have noticed that the ride has just smoothed out.
I've never felt a smoother ride in my entire life than what I'm experiencing right now.
There's 3 different sport suspension and 3 different suspension settings. One's a standard suspension, and then the next one's a middle ride, and the third, of course, is the firmest ride that's available. Definitely for more spirited driving, or if you decide to take a weekend away up in the mountains, or even if you want to take your Panamera out to the racetrack, you could do that.
Racetrack sedan.
Every vehicle they build sits with what they want to do. They don't make sacrifices. They didn't decide to have a third seat in the back because that would have eliminated the design aspect of being able to mount the body very low with the transmission and the engine and the drivetrain riding right through the center of the car. If there was a seat in the middle, then that would have raised the polar point of inertia. In other words, raised the gravity in the car, so the handling would have been less. And Porsche just doesn't make a sacrifice. Everything about this vehicle is to be a performance luxury sedan, a true grand touring sedan, a true Gran Turismo, if you may, that is like no other. All the performance that you would expect from a Porsche, with all the amenities that you'd expect from the finest highline sedans that are out there in the market today. As we're sitting in some traffic, I figured I'd give my little quick Porsche spiel, and we'll take you back to the dealership and wrap it up from here.
Thanks, Ed.
Absolutely.